If you've been following my channel for any time, you'll know that I'm not a coder, but with a few snippets we can make some nice changes to our application. This is a fairly standard Knack page. I've got a print link on here, and when I click print it'll give me a preview, but it also gives me a preview of the edit and details links. So what I'd like to do is add a button to this page at the top here for a dedicated print button and hide those links. I'd also like to add a more obvious add filters button, add some color to the top of my tables, and then when I click on view I'd like to add some color to these details labels. I'll provide a link in the description to my website so you can get this code, but just to run you through what you're looking at, the first section of code here just changes the color of the table header, and you can obviously change the color reference here. This hex code is a light blue. The next block of code is dealing with the details view, and this once again you can change the value here, the hex code, for a different color. I'm using a light blue. This section of code deals with changing the filter button and the ability to add the expand and the hover over. So the button will initially be blue and then the hover over will be green. Then a bit further down, similar thing with the print button, the background will be blue, and then when you hover over it will go green. This last block of code hides the print media links, so when we print we don't get the edit and details pages. And then in the JavaScript section there's two bits of code. This just changes the wording on the filters button, so I've got the word add filters, and then this one creates the print button on the particular scene that we're on. So you will need to find your scene number and then change it here where it says KN scene, and then put your scene number in. In the builder, this is my page for my training and certification. If I click on the page, you can then see the scene number here, which is scene 130. Having added that code, come back to your live app and do a refresh, and I could obviously remove this print link here, but you now have a print button, and when you hover over it goes from blue to green and expands slightly, and then when you click on that it hides the edit and view links so that you can print the page more cleanly. The add filters works very similar. You've got to hover over and expand so it swells slightly and goes green. You then got your table headers here which are light blue, and then when you click on your details it's also changing the color of the details labels. Now I'd like to do a shout out to one of my clients, Nick, who very kindly showed me the code for this one, so I just thought I'd play it back to the community. The table headers are done globally, so if you go into another page they will be on every single table. If you only wanted the colored table headers on one particular table, you can add it like this. So you just put hashtag view number, so this is view 248, and you can find that in your live app pages. So if you go to the page, click on the component, and then in the URL it will show you this is view 248. If you wanted to do it for multiple views, then you can use this syntax. So in this case I'm on view 123, also 248 and 456. I hope you found some of these tips useful. If you did, give us a thumbs up and I'll see you on the next one.